I go to like pull on it. This is all like happening within like seconds.
Yeah.
Like I'm going down, I got my Burke, like I see Whitewater Rapids, and then all of a sudden I feel pain. I look down and I pull a fishing hook out of my Hey guys,
it's Angel
and it's Sab,
and welcome back to our channel.
If you are new, subscribe, join the party, it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
And if you haven't yet, check out our last video because we are doing a giveaway. We wanted to give away AirPods to celebrate having 100 subscribers, which is crazy.
Yeah,
because
we're at 200 subscribers now, which is insane because we haven't even finished our 100 subscriber giveaway, and so thank you to all of you.
Yes, that's really rad. So go watch the previous video. It has all of the details, how you can be entered into the giveaway, and also follow us on social media because we will be updating you guys on the giveaway and announcing the winner next Wednesday the 24th on our Instagram. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. Today's video is one of my favorite types of video, and it is a story time video, and I'm really excited to share it because it's about how Angel asked me to be his girlfriend, but about how I almost died on that day.
Wild. Like not clickbait.
Like not clickbait. Like I almost died and Angel had to save me. Let's just dive right into the video.
So I used to live in Texas and Sab's always lived here in Washington. And right after high school, we both took part in this internship that happened at our church. And during that internship, Sab and I started liking each other, but we couldn't date. Yeah. And so literally the day right afterwards, I make it my mission.
Literally the day after.
I am going to ask this girl to be my girlfriend. So I wanted to make it special, you know, I want to make it a thing because Sab and I are going to do long distance for 2 years. I was going to go back home to Texas, I was going to study, I was going to go to college, and then I was going to come back and we were just gonna date in person. And so Sab, you used to live like in the woods. Like wolves roaming around your house waiting for one of you to run outside.
It felt like that. I mean, it wasn't that sketchy, but yeah, I did live in the mountains, like surrounded by like woods.
Literally one night we were like sitting on your porch and we just hear like wolves howling like, oh! And so by her house in the woods, there was this river and we were like, you know what, we're gonna spend the summer at this river, so let's go, let's find a spot. Let's make it like our special spot. So
my friends and I, like we would go down to the river and we would like go swimming. Like the river that we lived on was very popular for people to go like whitewater rafting or like swimming or kayaking or whatever. So we're thinking like, let's go down, let's go swim, but also let's find like a really cute spot that could kind of be our spot for this summer before he leaves, and like just a place that I could go and remember him by. As cheesy as it sounds, it was really romantic and sweet, so that's what we had planned on doing.
Yeah, and so we went down to the river, which like super rocky, like getting down there.
Yeah.
And we're just like walking alongside the river. And so we find a spot.
Where the spot was at, we are on one side of the river and then there's the river and it's on the other side. The spot was beautiful, okay? So like where we were at, we were on like rock and sand, but on the other side there was like this sandy bank that was so beautiful.
There's
and
like
there were like
shade covering
trees,
it.
like trees surrounding it, and there was like literally like sunlight cascading in, and I was like, I want it. Like that spot, like that's our spot.
Coconuts just like on the other side with little umbrellas just waiting for us.
I don't remember that part. But anyway, so I'm like, ooh, that would be a perfect spot. But there's one thing. To kind of get to that spot, you have to cross a bit of rapids. And the water was also very deep.
We tried just like walking across it, but we really couldn't make it. Like the water was coming up pretty high.
I was in my Birkenstocks too, which is not
like... Those ugly Birkenstocks. I'm so happy they're gone because I don't like Birkenstocks.
I don't even know where they went. Like I don't know where they are. So anyway, so we decided, okay, that place, like it looks really good. Like it's really cute, super romantic. We go and we are like, okay, like let's hold hands, like make it a cute moment.
Like it's like cute moment, but it's also like the rocks are slippery. So it's like, hey, let me help Sab. You know, I gotta toughen up. I gotta be the man. I gotta make sure as we're crossing this river that I'm like, yeah, babe, I got you. Like put your arm on me, girl. I got you.
Also, just so you should know, because we were crossing the bank and we didn't find, like, we were having a hard time crossing it, we left our phones and our backpack and our towels on the other side. So we didn't have any way to like communicate with anybody like where we were at. And so we're crossing it and we're being slow, and you know, like when the water's like pushing against you and you're focusing so hard on staying balanced, but because you're focusing on being balanced, like all of a sudden like standing up straight is like the hardest thing in the world, and you're like, how do I do it?
And you like almost lost your Birks in the water, which would have been godsend.
So we're crossing crossing the river and we're just going super duper slow. Angel's keeping like pretty much the both of us steady. And after about like, I would say probably like literally 10 minutes, we cross like this river and we are on the other side of this, on the sandy bank area. Like to give you an idea, like I think the river was probably like 20 feet wide. Like it wasn't huge. Yeah, it wasn't but that. But it took forever to get on the other side. Just because we had to be careful and we knew this probably isn't where we should like be crossing right now. But like again, we were like, it'll be worth it. Like the other side is really nice. So we get to the other side and we're, you know, it's just us, like we're talking, we're hanging out, we're like, oh my god, so cute. The like, adrenaline's like pumping and I'm like, all right, oh I'm about to ask this girl. What's he gonna ask It's a nice sunny day, you're looking good, girl, like I'm about to ask you. And then all of a sudden, like we look up and there's these two guys and they're like in, this is where it gets weird. They're in like this like fisherman, you know, like the kind of like, it's like overalls for fishing. Yeah, yeah, they're in it and he's got his fishing bucket and he's got his like fishing rod and he like looks around and he like sees that like we're over here, which I think any normal person would be like, oh cute, they're having a moment, I'll leave them alone. Yeah. But like he looks around at all the possible options and like he just chooses where we're at. He just like starts walking towards us. And he's walking through these rapids as if he's not phased. Yeah, like not literally just like staring at us and walking through them. And what's even weirder is the fact that his friend doesn't go with him. His friend walks down like the river and just like disappears. Like he just disappears. And so I'm like, okay, like kind of like, you know, I'm not really thinking anything of it. I'm like, okay, kind of sucks that someone's gonna come over and be in our like little paradise space, but like you're kind of killing our vibe, but we're gonna give you a bit of room because I'm sure you'll leave in just a little bit. Yeah, and so he comes over and he somehow like walks through it like it's nothing. Yeah. And he sets down all of his fishing stuff and he's fishing, but he keeps like, what's weird about it is that he keeps like looking over at us. Glancing like. And then like he starts fishing again, which maybe I'm like, okay, maybe it feels a bit awkward for him, you know, like maybe he feels like he needs to say something to us. And so Angel and I, we're just like, we're sitting, we're staring into each other's eyes. And then I'll never forget, he just asked the question of like, so are you guys in high school? Oh, dude. And that's when I had a weird feeling of like, this doesn't feel right. And so Angel and I just kind of look at each other. We get it all the time. People ask us if we're in high school because we do look young. And so we just make friendly conversation. We're like, no, we're actually graduated. Yeah. And so he's just like, oh, okay. And so he goes back to his, do you guys live around here? And then I'm just like, oh yeah, like I live in the area. Like I grew up like, you know, in Washington. And he's like, oh, what about you? And looks at Angel and he's like, yeah, I'm from Texas, you know. Angel's a really like friendly person, so I don't think he was thinking anything of it at this point. He was very polite and he was very outgoing. Like, I kind of saw him like he was just a regular dude fishing because like where I'm from, everyone just fishes all the time, so it's like a normal thing. But yeah, for me, like I just had a weird vibe instantly. So he's asking us all these questions. I don't remember all of them. But I know he's just like, oh, like, where did you grow up? Like, what school did you go to? Like, you're not in high school. Like, oh, like, and do you live in the area? Just like questioning us. Like, and so I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable, but Angel's just like, yeah, dude, and like talking with him. I'm just like answering his questions like it's a normal day. I'm just like, something's not adding up. And so I'm starting to feel like a bit like on guard of like, hey, like, I don't really think that like, I don't want to talk to him much anymore. So I'm kind of like squeezing like Angel's leg and just being polite. And then I'll never forget, he's just like, does anyone know you're down here? And he just gets really serious. Like there's no smile, there's no like, I'm being polite. It's just like, does anyone know you're down here? And I literally turn to Angel and I tell him like, I'm not comfortable, I wanna go. Like I got really serious and I was like, yeah, I'm super uncomfortable. And I tell Angel like, let's go, like I wanna go. And I kid you not, he literally starts walking towards us. Like he starts walking towards us. Like he's getting closer and closer. And I'm so uncomfortable that at this point, I'm not even waiting for Angel because he's taking like way too dang long. Like he's just sitting there smiling, hey y'all, I'm from Texas, like I'll be your friend. And I'm like, no, we gotta get out of here right now. So literally I stand up, I don't even care that Angel's like not even getting up, and I literally book it and I jump. I literally like dive into the rapids. Right into the rapids. Into the rapids. And so, literally, not even kidding you, I'm literally being swept away. Which, from there, like, Angel's like, what the heck? Like, I'm gonna lose my potential girlfriend. I like stand up when she stands up, but she's like
you know, like when someone's fast walking to get away from somebody?
Oh, I didn't care. Like I had
gone.
0 cares at that
And as soon as she gets into the water, she's just like dragged away.
Literally. So literally I jump in and like, I'm like, ugh, like, I mean, like.
Oh, but down the river. So like, it's like normal rapids. And then like there's a bit of rocks jutting down.
Yes.
And then like maybe like 30 feet down, it's like
white water
rapids. It's bad.
And massive rocks.
Like just,
and I'm literally like, if I reach that area, like I'm screwed.
Like you're gonna die. 100%.
I'm going to die. And so I get carried away, which I did not expect. And so literally Angel dives into it. And in the process like of me being carried away, I'm looking for Angel because I'm literally like, help, like I'm going to die. And Angel dives in, but I notice something, and it's that this guy, this fisherman guy,
this dude
literally starts walking down the bank, and he's just calmly watching all of this happen. Like he's literally following us, not saying anything. Any normal person that wasn't, you know, creepy would have been like, oh my god, do you guys need help? Like you're literally like, you're literally drowning.
I like reach in and I'm like grabbing you and like pushing you out of the water, and this guy's just like,
he's literally watching silently, just like this face of just like, and he's walking by. And so I'm freaking out. Angel jumps in. He manages to get a hold of me and he throws me back. But I think my Birks like fell off and I went back into the water.
Oh
like,
my gosh, I totally forgot that.
He throws me back out and I lose a Birk and I see it, so I go to like kind of like, I don't jump back in, but I go to like grab it and I'm carried away again. And so I'm carried back down and Angel's like, what the heck? Like I just like got you. And so at this point, there's like this rock. There's this like rock that's approaching, and it's literally my last resort for me to hang on to it before it's the whitewater rapids, and there's literally nothing around to like to save me. And so I see it, I got my bird, and then all of a sudden I feel like a jabbing pain like in my knee. And I look down and there's like this weird like wire, like fishing wire that's like around my leg, and I go to like pull on it. This is all like happening within like seconds. Like I'm going down, I got my Birk, like I see whitewater rapids, and then all of a sudden I feel pain. I look down and I pull a fishing hook out of my leg, and I literally was like, ah! And I like throw it, and I kid you not, it literally goes back into the water and gets wrapped around my ankle and gets stuck in my ankle.
And this dude's still staring.
And he's just staring. He's just like watching us, just like, like,
and we're like both holding on to this rock now for dear life.
So Angel has a hold of the rock. He somehow got a hold of it, and he literally has his arm out and he's like, grab my hands, grab my arm. And so I grab a hold of it and he pulls me into like, he pulls me to the rock. So we're just like clinging onto the rock for like dear life. And this dude is just freaking watching us. He's just standing there, blank expression on his face, just staring at us. But he's just getting like total enjoyment out of it. Just like, yes, I don't have to kill you, you'll kill yourself. Like, he literally is just watching.
But literally, worst part is we're on this rock and we're holding on, and there's like two sides of the rock. One side of the rock is like facing the rapids and we're like still getting pulled away, and one side of the rock is like calm water, like
it goes
so
into
tranquil.
This, like, lagoon area.
Yeah,
literally
so nice.
It's like tucked away. There's a log where you can sit. It's just like all of a sudden it's just like, ooh, safety.
And we're on that rock and I'm like, Sav, come on, like come with me onto the other side of this rock. It's nice, it's safe on this side.
So I'm still like kind of panicking, but I know there's no other option. It's either like lagoon or like die.
Die by the man.
Well, all of our like phones
rapids
and stuff is still on the other side of the river.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking out.
I was like, let's go to the lagoon side, and you're like, I'm not moving till he's gone.
Oh,
I'm not going to move until he is gone. And
okay,
so
I remember that, yeah.
We're holding on to the rapids because you're so stubborn and afraid of this guy. And I'm like, dude, we're literally gonna die. If this guy doesn't kill us, the waves are gonna, or the rapids are gonna kill us.
Yeah, and so I think eventually the dude walks back, and like his friend is like, dude, come on. And he's like yelling at his friend. And so the dude literally crosses the river and just is like watching us the whole time. He's so freaky.
So creepy.
And just crosses it, and then him and his friend, they just walk off. And so we're just left alone, and we were like what the heck happened?
And so we get back into the, like I pull her off of the rapid side, we get into the lagoon side, and there's that log, and so we both sit on that log.
And I'm literally freaking out. Like I'm literally, like I'm not even like kidding. Like I'm literally just sitting there and I'm like hyperventilating, like and he's like telling me to calm down, and I'm just like, no, you don't tell me to calm down. Like,
I was like, babe,
I'm
it's good.
freaking out like right now. And so Angel's just like, just calm down, take deep breaths, like you're okay, the
It'll
dude
be
is
alright,
gone.
he's gone.
And so I'm just like sitting there, like just trying to focus on just like breathing and being okay.
And then like finally, like I'm calmed down. I'm like, all right, the guy's gone. Like it's cool. Sav's freaking out still. And I literally just look at her. And like she's just there, I'm like,
literally I'm still like breathing heavily and I'm like,
it's like, hey, you wanna be my girlfriend?
And I was like, I remember literally saying to him, I was like, can I calm down first? Like I was just like, what? But it wasn't even like, hey, will you be my girlfriend? He was literally like, yeah, so like I'm literally like, and he's like, yeah, girl, so for some time now, like I've just like really been into it. And I was like, what?
I go into it like the monologue, the speech I had to like give to her, like this is it, this is how I'm gonna win her heart. I'm just like, hey, so like I really like you, and like
he's literally just like calm and just like, I really like you, and I think you know that I really like you too, and like the feeling's mutual. And I'm like, like what? And so then
priorities.
He asked me to be his girlfriend, and the only reason I said yes in that moment is because I was like, dude, I almost died, and on day one, he jumped in and saved my life.
Yeah.
And so that is a man worth keeping.
Like I knew she couldn't say no because I saved her life. And so I was like, hey, it's either you say yes now or I throw you into the rapids.
So he asked me and I was like, okay. That is the story of how he asked me to be his girlfriend and how I almost died.
Yeah.
And we never saw the dude again. I was so freaked out. We sat there for probably like 30 minutes because I was scared that any moment he was gonna like pop out of the trees and like try to kill me.
Oh, like, and we made a point where like we're never going back.
We never went back
never
to the
went
spot.
back to that river.
That was not our spot. We never went back.
Dude, and we went back. We eventually crossed back over and got our phones.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like, where are you guys at? Like you guys
was like wondering
back.
because we were like, the sun was about to go down. Like I said, we had sat there like in that lagoon area for a good amount of time.
We were there
I
for
wanted
a
to be
while.
sure that that guy was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And like everyone was freaked out. They had been texting and calling us. No one could get a hold of us. And
honestly, it's been wild ever since.
And so, yeah, that was the story of how I almost died and Angel saved my life. And yeah, like I said, we literally never saw the dude again. And we never went back to that spot again.
Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like this, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Again, our giveaway ends next Wednesday on the 24th. So if you aren't already entered, make sure to get into our giveaway. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
see you, dudes.